If you're over 60, this could be the most important message you hear all year, because the silent killer destroying your health isn't just in your heart, it starts in your gut, and it's happening slowly, every single day. Without symptoms you'd notice, millions are feeling tired, bloated, foggy, inflamed, and they don't even realise why. Doctors, most won't say a word. The truth, certain foods we've eaten for decades, foods labelled as healthy, are now turning toxic inside ageing bodies. These 3 common items are triggering chronic disease, low energy, digestion issues, and yes, even early death. You deserve to know what they are. You deserve to protect your second brain, your gut. This is not about fear, it's about freedom. Freedom from pain, pills, and hospital visits. So if you're ready to take control of your health, stay with me, because what you'll learn in the next few minutes could change everything. After 60, something hidden begins happening inside your body, not in your muscles, not just your joints, but deep in your gut. And your gut isn't just a digestion machine, it's your body's second brain. It controls your immune system, your memory, your mood, your energy, even your sleep. But the aging gut goes through 3 major breakdowns, and they're dangerous. 1. Stomach acid drops. As we age, we produce less stomach acid. That might sound good if you've had heartburn, but it's a huge problem. Low acid means food isn't properly broken down. That invites the bad guys, bacteria, parasites, yeast. These invaders feed off undigested food, multiply, and begin damaging your gut wall from the inside. 2. Gut lining weakens. Your gut lining is like a fine mesh, designed to absorb nutrients and block toxins. But over time, this lining thins and becomes leaky. It's called leaky gut, and it's not just a buzzword. Tiny holes let undigested food, bacteria, and waste leak into your bloodstream. The result? Your immune system panics. It attacks everything, even healthy cells. That's how autoimmune conditions, allergies, and chronic inflammation begin. 3. Chronic inflammation takes over. As these toxins circulate through your body, they spark inflammation in the worst places. Your brain, leading to memory problems, brain fog, and even anxiety. Your heart, raising your risk of stroke and heart disease. Your joints, causing stiffness, pain, and arthritis. And this doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, quiet, but deadly. You start to feel tired more often. Your digestion weakens. You gain weight even without changing your diet. You forget things more. But no one tells you it's your gut. Most doctors won't check your gut health until things get critical, but by then it's harder to heal. That's why you need to understand this now, before it's too late. Your gut is the gateway to every major system in your body. When it breaks, everything breaks. And the sad part? It's not just age doing the damage, it's what we keep putting in our mouths every single day. Certain foods, especially 3 common ones we'll reveal in this video, are speeding up gut death. They're breaking your body down from the inside, but the good news is, once you know what they are, you can start healing. Your gut wants to recover. Your body is wired to heal. But first, you must remove the poison. Let's talk about the first silent killer, the daily food that's destroying your gut one bite at a time. Bread, the food you were told was healthy, the toast with your eggs, the sandwich at lunch, even the whole wheat you proudly switched to. But if you're over 60, bread has turned into something your body can no longer handle. It's not just bread, it's what bread does inside your aging gut. Let's break it down. The moment you eat a slice of bread, whether it's white, wheat, or even multigrain, your body reacts almost the same way it does to sugar. It gets broken down into glucose. Fast. Your blood sugar spikes, your insulin surges, your energy crashes, and this up-down roller coaster isn't just tiring, it's deadly. Because over time, it triggers a storm of internal damage. First, bread fuels bad gut bacteria. Your digestive system is home to trillions of microbes, some good, some dangerous. When you feed your body simple carbs like bread, the harmful bacteria multiply. These bad microbes produce toxins that inflame your gut lining. They weaken it, tear tiny holes in it, and suddenly you're leaking waste into your bloodstream. That's leaky gut. And it's more real than you think. Seniors with leaky gut often feel bloated after eating, fatigued all day, mentally foggy, achy without reason, anxious or moody. Most chalk it up to just getting older. But often it starts with what's on your plate, and bread is one of the worst culprits, especially dangerous. White bread, bagels, store-bought buns, even most brown breads loaded with added sugar and preservatives. Did you know many whole wheat breads have a higher glycemic index than table sugar? That means they spike your blood sugar faster than a candy bar, and every spike brings inflammation in your arteries, in your brain, in your joints. Bread today is nothing like what our grandparents ate. It's been processed, bleached, genetically modified, and filled with gluten strains your gut can't recognize anymore. Gluten is another hidden threat. For many over 60, gluten sensitivity develops silently. Even without full-blown celiac disease, gluten can damage your intestinal lining and trigger an immune response. This can show up as brain fog, skin problems, weight gain, mood swings, digestive issues that doctors can't explain. And still, we're told to eat more grains. Look, the truth is simple. Your gut is no longer built to handle bread the way it did when you were 20 or 30. Your enzymes are lower, your lining is thinner, your tolerance is weaker. Keep eating bread after 60, and you risk type 2, diabetes, chronic fatigue, early cognitive decline, autoimmune triggers, and once your gut barrier is broken, everything else begins to fall apart. The worst part, you won't even feel the damage right away. Bread is a slow killer. It tastes comforting, but inside it's inflaming your second brain. But there's hope. The moment you stop feeding the problem, your body starts healing. And don't worry, you don't have to give up everything. In part 6, we'll show you gut-friendly alternatives that actually taste great. But first, let's move on to deadly food number 2. A food you've probably trusted since childhood, and yet it may be causing mucus, brain fog, and even autoimmune reactions today. For decades, we've been told the same thing: milk builds strong bones. But here's what they didn't tell you, especially after age 60. Dairy may be doing the exact opposite. That glass of milk, that slice of cheese, even your daily yogurt, could be silently damaging your gut and inflaming your entire body. Let's break it down. Dairy contains 2 key components that your aging gut struggles to digest: lactose, a sugar casein, a protein. When you were younger, your body had plenty of enzymes to break these down. But after 60, those enzymes, especially lactase, drop dramatically. That means milk doesn't get digested. It ferments in your gut, and that fermentation causes gas, bloating, stomach pain, diarrhea, or constipation. But the damage doesn't stop there. Casein, the protein found in dairy, is inflammatory for many older adults. It can trigger your immune system, making your body think it's under attack. The result? Chronic mucus buildup, coughing, sinus issues, skin rashes, brain fog, even joint pain, that stiffness in your knees, that fog in your head. It might not be aging. It might be dairy. And here's the real kicker. Some studies now show countries with the highest dairy consumption also have the highest rates of osteoporosis. That's right. All that milk you were told would protect your bones, it may not be doing that at all. In fact, dairy can cause calcium loss by creating an acidic environment in the body. Your body then pulls calcium from your bones to neutralize it. So not only can dairy harm your gut, it might also weaken your bones. But why don't most doctors talk about this? One word: industry. The dairy industry is a billion-dollar machine. and they've marketed milk as a health food for generations. But your body doesn't care about marketing, it cares about survival. And if you're constantly feeding it something it can't digest, the result is internal chaos. If you're feeling any of these symptoms regularly, bloating, gas, brain fog, joint stiffness, mucus or sinus issues, skin inflammation, you owe it to yourself to do just one thing: remove dairy for 14 days, just 2 weeks. No milk, no cheese, no butter, no ice cream. And watch what happens. Many seniors report clearer thinking, flatter stomach, better digestion, fewer aches and pains, improved sleep and energy. It's not magic, it's biology. Your body was never designed to process another animal's milk into your senior years, especially not in the amounts most people consume today. So if you're struggling with inflammation, fogginess or fatigue, dairy might be the silent enemy. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait for another prescription. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is removing what's hurting you. Up next, we'll expose the third and final deadly food, the one hiding in almost every kitchen, in almost every meal, and quietly fueling disease with every bite. And chances are you're cooking with it right now. This is the biggest betrayal sitting on your dinner plate. The so-called heart-healthy cooking oils we've been told to use are actually some of the most toxic gut destroyers in your kitchen. We're talking about vegetable oil, canola oil, soybean oil, sunflower oil. These oils are everywhere. In your salad dressings, your frying pans, your baked goods. But after age 60, they go from bad to devastating. Let's start with the biggest problem. These oils are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6 isn't evil by itself. Your body needs a little. But here's the issue. We're not getting a little. We're getting 50 times more than our bodies were designed to handle. That imbalance creates one thing: chronic inflammation. And where does that inflammation hit hardest? Your gut. These oils irritate and inflame the lining of your intestines, the barrier that's supposed to protect you. Over time, that lining becomes weak, thin and leaky. That means toxins, bacteria and food particles start slipping through. Your immune system goes on red alert, and suddenly your body is attacking itself. You feel it as digestive issues, brain fog, joint pain, constant fatigue, skin flare-ups, even autoimmune triggers. But here's what makes these oils even worse. They're highly unstable. That means when you heat them, like when you fry, roast or saute, they break down into something called aldehydes. These are toxic compounds linked to cancer, neurodegeneration and gut damage. Imagine this. You're cooking dinner, thinking it's healthy, but you're releasing invisible toxins into your food and directly into your gut. Aldehydes not only inflame your gut, they attack your brain. That's right. These oils have been linked to the destruction of neurons, which means memory loss, mood swings, depression, increased risk of dementia. You see, your gut and brain are deeply connected. So when your gut lining breaks down, your mental clarity breaks down too. But most people keep cooking with these oils every single day. Why? Because the labels say vegetable, and we're taught to think vegetables equals healthy. But vegetable oil is not a vegetable. It's an ultra-processed, chemically extracted liquid made with heat, pressure and solvents like hexane gas. It's cheap, it's convenient, and it's quietly killing your gut. If you're feeling inflamed, bloated, mentally foggy or constantly tired, take a look at the oil in your kitchen. It's one of the easiest switches you can make, and one of the most powerful. Want to start healing? Throw out the vegetable oil today. Instead, cook with extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, ghee, clarified butter, real butter from grass-fed cows. These support gut health, reduce inflammation, and protect your cells. Your gut is under constant attack. You don't need one more silent enemy in your meals, especially not one you can replace in 5 minutes. So make the change. Your gut and your brain will thank you. Now that you know the 3 gut-destroying foods, what happens if you remove them? What could your life look like without pain, bloating, brain fog, or fatigue? In the next part, we'll show you exactly what to eat instead and how to start your gut healing journey today. By now, you've seen the damage these 3 foods are doing to your gut. But here's what most people don't realise. These foods don't just stop at your digestion, they're quietly wrecking your entire body. Your gut is the command centre, the second brain, and when it's inflamed, leaky and overloaded, every major system in your body starts to collapse. Let's connect the dots. Heart. When your gut lining breaks down, toxins and bacteria leak into your bloodstream. That triggers chronic inflammation, not just in your belly, but in your arteries. Over time, this inflammation damages your heart's lining, stiffens arteries, and increases plaque buildup. It's called silent heart disease for a reason. There are no clear symptoms until it's too late. Your gut and brain are connected by the vagus nerve, a superhighway of information. When gut toxins slip through and enter your bloodstream, they can and do cross the blood-brain barrier. That's when things go dark. Brain fog, memory problems, anxiety and depression, trouble focusing. Many seniors think they're just getting old, but often it's not age. It's the gut sending signals of distress to the brain. Metabolism. These foods, especially bread and oils, spike insulin and disrupt blood sugar control. That means sudden energy crashes, followed by cravings, followed by weight gain. Over time, your cells stop responding to insulin properly. That's the beginning of insulin resistance, the first stage of type 2 diabetes. And the more inflamed your gut is, the worse your metabolic health becomes. You eat less, but still gain fat. You sleep more, but feel more tired. DNA, your body is running on fumes. Bones. Here's something doctors rarely mention. Your gut controls nutrient absorption. So if your gut is inflamed or damaged, you're not absorbing calcium, magnesium, or vitamin D properly. And that leads to weaker bones, muscle loss, and a higher risk of fractures and falls. You may be taking supplements, but if your gut is compromised, they're not reaching your bones. This is how slow deterioration begins, not with an accident or a big illness, but with inflammation that starts in your gut and spreads like wildfire. Now here's the truth they won't put on food labels. These 3 foods, bread, dairy and vegetable oil, are behind more suffering in older adults than almost anything else. You don't feel the damage in one day, but over weeks, months, years. The damage compounds, but here's the good news. The moment you remove these foods, your body starts healing. The inflammation slows, the gut lining begins to repair, the fog lifts, the energy returns, the weight stabilizes. You don't need a new medication. You don't need a fancy treatment. You just need to stop feeding the problem. What happens next is up to you. In the final part of this video, we'll show you exactly what to eat instead and how to begin repairing your gut one simple step at a time. Because life after 60 isn't meant to be about suffering. It's meant to be your strongest chapter yet. Here's the good news. It's not too late. Your gut wants to heal. Your body is wired to recover, if you just give it the right tools. Let's talk about how to reverse the damage, starting today. First, ditch the bread. Replace it with sprouted grain bread, almond flour wraps, or seed-based crackers. These are easier on your gut, lower in sugar, and won't spike your insulin. Next, replace dairy. Try coconut yogurt, almond milk, or goat cheese, which are easier to digest and far less inflammatory. You'll notice a difference in your sinuses, skin, and digestion almost immediately. Now, toss the vegetable oils, clean out your cabinets and replace them with extra virgin olive oil for salads and low heat, avocado oil for cooking, ghee or grass-fed butter for flavour and stability. These oils nourish your gut lining. Instead of destroying it, add probiotics and prebiotics. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and they need the right balance to thrive. Eat fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, or pickles. Add prebiotic fibre from foods like garlic, onions, leeks, and asparagus. Support with natural healers. Include turmeric, ginger, and bone broth, powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients that help soothe and rebuild your gut lining. A warm mug of bone broth a day can help seal a leaky gut. A sprinkle of turmeric in your food can calm inflammation like medicine. It doesn't take big changes, it takes consistent small shifts. Swap one food, add one healing habit, then another. And within days, many people report less bloating, better bathroom habits, clearer skin, better energy, improved sleep, and that lightness you forgot was possible. Don't wait for a diagnosis. Don't wait until it's too late. Your gut isn't gone. It's just asking for help. And now you know exactly how to give it. These changes could give you more than a healthier gut. They could give you years of stronger living, clearer thinking, and real freedom. Your gut controls your destiny. Start feeding it what it really needs and watch everything else begin to heal. You were never meant to rot from the inside. You were never meant to spend your golden years in pain, confusion, or fear. You were meant to rise in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. But for that to happen, your gut has to become your greatest ally, not your silent enemy. So cut out the killers, the bread that spikes your sugar and feeds the bad bacteria, the dairy that inflames your gut and fogs your brain, the oils that poison your lining and inflame your heart, and instead rebuild. Rebuild your second brain. Rebuild the control center of your health, because when your gut heals, your brain gets sharper, your heart grows stronger, your body feels lighter, and life starts flowing again. This is not about restriction, it's about restoration. The next chapter of your life doesn't have to be written in hospital rooms or filled with prescriptions. It can be powerful, it can be vibrant, it can be yours, but it all begins with one decision: to stop feeding the slow death and start feeding your life. So, if this message resonated with you, take action right now. Comment, "I'm ready to heal my gut after 60, like if this truth shocked you or opened your eyes." Subscribe for more life-saving health videos like this. Share this with someone you care about. It might just save their life too. Because you're not done yet. You're just getting started.